Hello. Um, it is Saturday, like 6 o'clock. I'm gonna start my walk to Barry, which will be around 4 hours. Should be a fun little thing. I just thought I'd do it, have a bit of fun. Got nothing else to do in my time. About to leave now. Just got everything packed in the bag there. Got 2 frozen bottles, 1 big bottle, strawberries, pizza, pasta salad, and then books and a camera for when I get bored there. Yeah. So yeah, outside now. I just left the house, and one thing I gotta love, oh wow, look at that up there. Pretty cool. But one thing I love about Cardiff, I think just anytime you're up early in the morning, it's fucking empty. There's no one around. There's that guy right there, but it's just so quiet, which is a lovely change from what you usually see. I should hopefully expect to be there around like 10:30 to 11. Everyone else will be there around like 12 o'clock, so I'll be early, but I don't expect to do the whole thing straight. I take detours, take stops, just kind of go at my own pace. And I know there's not much to do there, but it'll be something kind of fun to get out and do. That way you get to see a bit more of Cardiff, aside from going trains and buses, I don't know what he's doing. Guy just going a little morning stroll, or jog by the looks of it. Anyway, I'll be back in a bit. So, update. I'm making it to the motorway. You can see a sign that says to Cardiff Bay, and according to the maps, I'm basically tracing the motorway along that the greenway, so that'll be fun. So good news is I'm not walking along the motorway, I'm going on the road just underneath that bridge. The motorway is a bit on the top up there. Now that's a bit more dodgy, I can't lie. Don't want to do that. So the fact that I'm going down there, a bit easier. Still, very nice day. This is actually so cool. Look at that. Wow, man. Again, you don't really get to see a lot of this if you don't go exploring. It's mental. It's only an hour away. We've only done like an hour of walking. Yeah, I mean, it's the best way you get to see places, you just gotta be willing to cut the backpack and walk. If I could, Oh, also, got these sunglasses, probably taken. I'm just on a park floor somewhere. I ain't a hoarder, but my eyes are shit, and I need to look after them. So, I don't even know if they're UV protection, but at least at the shade it would help protect it. Because for the most part of this walk, I've only had to walk away from the sun, as you can see there. But because of this turn coming up, I'm probably going to be facing it a bit more. So that's where it'll come in handy. That is so gnarly. Just the forest is right there. I'm very tempted to just, make my way through there. But it is the wrong way. And sign is there. No fly tipping. I suppose I probably could go there, but no, I probably won't leave it. Alright, we'll just leave it. Got up incline up here. Man, it's a lovely day. Wow, isn't this a nice little neighborhood here? Got an old little bus stop here as well. More stuff coming here. While walking, it's made me kind of think about how I really am in just the middle of nowhere. There was this term I learnt from a friend called alpine divorce, where you'd go with your partner to like a road trip out. Usually it's like an American wilderness trip, like road trips. and then a significant partner would like ditch the other in the forest and just drive away. I first heard that, I thought that's not real, because it's way too specific. But no, it's an actual trend that people do. And there was a book on it in like the 1700s or 18. It's like an older book based on it, and I was like, damn, that's such a common thing. But it made me wonder, if I was stuck in the middle of nowhere, would I be able to manage? Like, I think the first thing I do is just I'll find a road, I'll just trace it like I'm doing now. But all these cars here, sure, they'll be nice enough to, you know, pick me up if I needed it. Although I suppose in like a lot of American woods and forests, it is just so like isolated and huge. The chance of someone driving by is like 0 to none. Oh look, there's a guy running here, so it's a bit more common to see people around here than it is elsewhere. Very nice though. A bit of a predicament here, because I don't really know where I'm going. I wouldn't say I'm lost, like I've got to go up that road there, but there's no footpath. There's that little bit of forest there that I could walk near, but you've just got a place like that where it just blocks it off. Really makes me feel proper homeless. But as long as I can see the road behind me, should be fine. Right. Is that no, just a bottle. I wonder if you're in these like really narrow roads, what kind of stuff could you find? Like I found a shattered windshield here and mistook it for an iPad. I was wondering, like, could you actually find stuff like this around here? It wouldn't even be worth much value, mostly just be windshields. But the idea has come to my head, you know. What if there's like a bike wheel or a phone, stuff like that. You could also find a severed head. Sounds very out of pocket, but like anyone who watched Hereditary, they know what I'm talking about, you know. Oh, that is a gnarly movie. Bloody hell, very scary. I recommend, highly recommend. But yeah, you could, you know, you could. Oh, civilization. Okay. Oh, I've made it. Some actual civilization. I mean, to be fair, up there was stuff, but it was just like fancy houses. Here it's like proper roads. I mean, there's still fancy houses. Like, wow, that is very red. It made me wonder, I'd like to get maybe a farm or those kind of, I mean, it's easy to say, right? Like, oh, you want to live in a secluded place all by yourself, because I'm a city person and the country's better. But then the country person would say they want to live in a city. Everyone has that, because you kind of want what you don't have, you know? Or you want something different. Otherwise, what's the point of, you know, doing the same thing over and over again? Saying that, I don't know how different this kind of lifestyle would be, aside from you kind of just very limited in what you can and can't do, you know? Like, you've got a nice house, it's big, you've got space to yourself. Everything else is like, you know, what schools, what shops, what attractions is there to do. It's just a bit limited. Saying that though, it is beautiful here. I just like the landscape in Dinas Powys. I don't know how to say that. Yeah, it's quite cool. River. I've got to say, this film is taking up a lot of my battery, so I will have to save it, because I ain't even halfway through the walk. Just enjoy it though. Just enjoy it. I think we've made it to the more quiet part of the road. Not too concerned about cars, just really nice kind of, you know, houses and cottages of the like. You know you're in a good place when the sign on the back there said slow horses on this road. So you know I ain't gonna be worried about cars zooming ahead trying to run me over. It was quite quaint, you know, quite a lot of people up there. There was a old woman I saw, 2 dogs, said good morning, you know, said good morning back. Sort of thing you'd expect in an area like this. Still very, very white, but I think it's a kind of a friendly white, you know, like not the white that I'd be afraid to, you know, move into. Although, I don't know, never really been in that situation to properly know, and even then I can get away with it, can't I? Very nice though. Just a lovely little quaint day. Got it's 8 o'clock now, so I have actually made it basically the halfway point. I've got like an hour 40 minutes left, though I am going for it pretty quick, to be fair. Like, I haven't taken any breaks yet, so should expect to do that soon. That'll be nice. Wow. You didn't see, but it's a nice little like villa there as well. All these places are just so, you know, nice. I say nice, like it's just a lot of stuff simply made, you know. Got quite a lot of like space for like one single house. Makes you wonder kind of, how do you get all those people to fit, you know? Or not even just fit, but like just live so much space for themselves. Like, I'd be so much happier for a bigger house like that, you know? Like, yeah, the front it looks kind of small, but imagine the size inside. Yeah. Something to think about. We got the sunnies now on. Didn't wash them, I probably should have. What were we saying? Look good? See, the sun's right in my bloody face. Oh, good job, to be fair. I could actually look up for a bit by squinting. Looking good. Looking good. Ladies and gentlemen, we've made it to, well, actually, I can't really prove it because I don't know how to flip this camera while I'm recording, but if you can see, like, up all the way there, I don't know if you can see that, but that's like the factories and stuff, the big chimney sweep stuff that you saw in pictures. I saw in pictures for Barry, because in the background where the Ferris wheel and the attractions and all that stuff are those. We've made it. We have made it, and only in like 3.5 hours. Now, I'm not at the beach, which is what we're here for. I mean, come on, I ain't come here looking like this not to go to the beach. Oh, yeah, all the way out there, if you can see, there's the Ferris wheel and all that. But we made it. Ooh. Wow. Pretty cool. So yeah, we made it. And only 3.5 hours. I did pretty well. Oh, so we're gonna go to the beach. So we're not fully done yet. And then I've got like 2 or 3 hours to kill. Go around, maybe. I haven't had my break yet. I've got a pasta and some strawberries I've got to eat. So I'll have that. Maybe get some photos of the beach while it's quiet. I have a food warehouse which is open. Don't know if I want to go in there. Got everything I need in here. When people are over, I'll probably do some more stuff there. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Catch up with you lot in a bit. We're here. We are actually in the Barry, like the proper Barry. I've been told there's not a lot here. Though for me, I'm not too bothered about that. It's just a day out to, you know, do some, I can't say fun stuff, but if it's nothing to do, it's not really fun. Although I suppose it's just an excuse to get out of the house and, you know, enjoy myself by not sitting at my desk all day, you know. I gotta say, this is a good way to spend it. Okay, just wait for that to pass. There's some sort of construction, but maybe I'll give you a little sneak peek, huh? Oh. No, it's actually kind of cool. I think it's because I spent so much time that it'd be like a sunk cost if I didn't appreciate it. But look at that. We got the bays right here, the water. Now I thought it was a beach. It doesn't really look like a beach, it's more like a dock. I ain't complaining though. I like, it's water and it smells like salt. The smell of salt water. When have I had this sensation? Not in a while. I think this time last year, I reckon. But yeah, it is. It's nice. I think it's a good time taking a walk out. While I was doing this walk, I was getting a lot of shit from my housemates. So I told them I'd do it, and they were just like, what a waste of my time, they're telling me. They said I'm insane, I'm mental, by going out and walking outside in the, you know, the good life. So that's what it is, you know? People living, people doing stuff, seeing places. I'm making the most of it at the time. And now look, I'm enjoying this view, this serenity and peace, and a nice hot weather, as you can tell by the sun right behind me. Oh, I'm actually very happy. What I'll do for the next 3 hours, I don't know. So that's why I gotta wait for my mate to come. So once I find something interesting to do, I'll stop onto that. But yeah. Coming back from a little cafe, had a nice little coffee. I'll be honest, I did get my order wrong. I asked for an iced latte and I got an Americano instead. It was still iced, it was cheaper, not really that fussy. I know some people will probably get that, you know, in a big hissy about that and be like, got my order wrong. But I'm not that fussy about it, to be fair. I needed a coffee, I'd like something a bit sweet. Though it does cost a bit more. I needed a coffee to stay up. It was very nice, very quaint. It was right in the corner, all the way down there, which was very, very nice. You have a nice view of this massive bay down here, right at the edge. I got a little bit more left, not too much, because I'm in Barry, but technically I'm not Barry Island. Barry Island is where the actual beach is. So I think there's like a tiny bit I've got to do, maybe like 20-30 minutes left to walk. Though considering the time I've made it here, I've made it in like 3 hours, which ain't too bad at all, considering it was going to be 4 hours. Got here like an hour earlier. No breaks, however, so I do have a lot of time to kill. Yeah, this is it. This is actually it, right? I kept saying I'm in Barry, but I don't think you get more than this. And if it isn't, you know, even more clear, this is where we are, and there's the bay. So now I'm here, gotta find something to do. And the issue I've kind of found is that, well, no, because I've got people coming, friends and stuff, they're gonna do all the touristy stuff. So I gotta go and do all the boring stuff unless I want to do the touristy stuff twice over, which I could do, but I think it takes away the fun, especially since if I'm doing it by myself. What fun is that, you know? Do my boring evening things, which is, you know, sightsee, enjoy the views, take photos, stuff like that. And then later on we get on with the fun stuff with other people. Oh yeah, it's the worst thing I've heard. I mean, it ain't too bad, but as an Australian, it definitely has your leaving stuff up to expectation, you know. It's a beach nonetheless. It is a beach nonetheless. You know, that's sand, that's water. So you can't say it's bad. What's over there? I've got a couple of things I could do. There's a couple of like points all the way up there, like on the cliff edge. I don't even know if you can see, like at the edge where the green part is. You could go over there. That'd be good for photos. Still need to find a place to rest. Getting at a cafe, but I still got a party to make it cold. Dude, I found this perfect skipping stone. We're gonna try and get it out on the water. Mind you, I'll have to get my feet wet, which, who cares? I've been fucking walking all day. It won't do me no harm. Gotta say, people who said this wasn't fun, wasn't worth it, they just don't like the beach. Love beaches. We would like to remind all members of the public, Barry Island Resort is no longer possible, except for licensed areas. Thank you. I don't know what they said. Again, I'm not in the water though. I think binoculars to see that. I'm actually gonna skip some stones. Oh mate. I ain't showing you that. I ain't showing you that. Oh, it is rancid though. Like it's a muddy consistency. It's sticky and slimy. Oh. Right. You ever had like clay or slime? The one that's like, you smack it, it's firm, but then if you just sit there, you kind of sink in. Oh. Okay. Come on. Let's skip this. I made it this far. Oh, mate. Oh. It is so oozy. What? It's like oobleck. That's exactly what it is. It's just oobleck. Okay. Woo! Come on. I made it all this way, please. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. Made it all that way just to get 2 measly skips. Perfect stone. Should have got a warm-up one. Damn it. It's alright. Next time. Well, my head's going crazy today, isn't it? That's good shit. Quite nice. Oh. Gotta love the sea breeze. Gotta love it. So yeah, we managed to make it in around 4 hours, bang on. A bit longer. Obviously, I'm gonna call it here. Done very well. We left at 6 and it's now 11:37. you know. Took a little bit of detours, had a nice stop. Did a good job, I gotta say. Definitely recommend. It's doable, you know. If you have the time and effort, you want to go and try this out, I'd say why not? Give it a go. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy. I think you're gonna be the type of person that enjoys it. Like you can't force yourself into it. That's for sure. People just are into it. Or they are into it, you know. If anything else cool happens, I'll put it up. But I'm gonna call it here. Thank you very much for joining me. And this will be my first time I've ever put anything on YouTube. Funny enough, I've never done it before. Big YouTube fan. Big YouTube fan. Uh, Is it a good start? Don't know. It's just a way to put stuff on, but that's me. Thanks for joining, and you have a good day, yeah? We've got this view over here, which is on the other end. Thought I really had this. We were there before, and now we got this one, which is it's quite nice. Behind the hills is the other beach, or the main beach, where you can see the carnival and stuff. I can't be asked to walk. Maybe later. But yeah, thought I'd show this.